Welcome to the ISN podcast. My name is Aiden,
My name is Dominic.
and we have and our special guest today is Austin Jones from the Manatee High School Band.
Hey, good to be here.
Could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I am the head band director over at Manatee High School. I've been there. This will be year 7 now. This will be my 5th year as the head director there. I got to come back after going to school there, so known Manatee for a long time.
Tell us a little bit about your background.
So I started band whenever I was at Manatee. Did the normal band thing. Started in 6th grade and then did junior high and then high school band. It was much different back then the way it is now. We didn't have nearly as much stuff as we do now. But when I finished high school, went to college, did ICC for 2 years and Ole Miss for three, um, majoring in music education to be a band director. I actually spent my 3rd year at Ole Miss, came back to Manatee and kind of worked with the band my last year in college, and then immediately got a job after that. So it's all been music education, getting ready to get back out there and let other kids have the opportunity that I did whenever I was in school.
What do you enjoy about your job?
Well, the best part of the job really is watching these kids' lives change. A lot of these kids that we see doing the band stuff, a lot of them wouldn't really have anything else to do in school. A lot of them would be kids that you see not just have a super successful time in school. They probably wouldn't be very motivated to finish a lot of stuff, and it's great to see them, to give them a reason, to give them motivation so they can stay through school and watching them transform all the way from 6th grade, these innocent little 6th graders, into those maniacal little junior high kids, and then uh, later on to these more mature high schoolers, and just watching them grow and transform, get ready for everything that's going on in life later.
You said your high schoolers are mature.
Well, more mature than the junior high students, but, as mature as a high schooler can be.
Can you tell us a little bit about y'all's marching show?
Yeah, for this year, the marching show we're doing is The Monster. It's our own original adaptation of the Frankenstein story. So essentially, the first part of it, the first song, probably about half the show is about Frankenstein being made. So we're doing the whole. We have a laboratory in the background, and it's real sinister and all that kind of stuff. A lot of guard members are going to show, and then we actually have a student that's going to be Frankenstein. And it'll take that first song will take you through the process, Frankenstein being built and all that kind of stuff. After that, the second one is Frankenstein's here. Everybody's kind of scared of him, stuff like that. And then um, a little girl is just kind of bewildered. She's not really scared though, because she don't know any better to be scared. So she goes, makes friends. Everybody looks at Frankenstein, see how innocent he is, and that kind of stuff. And after that, he has an accident. He runs into a house, knocks it over. All the villagers get mad, and then we have the whole angry mob come after him. And at the end, I'm not going to spoil too much, but there's a lot of big theatrics at the very end of it. That'll be cool to see later on in the season. I won't spoil too much of it.
Tell us a little bit about music education in the county.
So music education in the county is it's come a long way, especially since I was in school, but even since I've been a band director here in the county, it's come a long way. We didn't. I can remember in my early elementary stuff, we had a music education teacher at Manhatchee, but that quickly went away, and then I didn't have music again until 6th grade. We kind of saw this as a problem whenever I got here, and me and the other directors that we've had come and go since I got here have kind of talked about it. And one of the big things we pushed and was taught with a lot of people about was elementary education, elementary music education. And we were very excited last year when we saw that the full-time uh, elementary music education position came open. We was very excited for that. So we're excited that it's not just band is the only music thing happening at Manhattan anymore, and we're excited for it to expand. I know Fulton has a very good choir program, and we're very excited to hopefully soon be trying to get a choir program going at Manhattan as well, and kind of level out with the county. But it's good things. The band program at Fulton has been great. It's been growing. Mr. Ferris is doing a great job. I've known him for a long time, and he's a wonderful musician and a great educator. He's doing a wonderful job there. I'm excited how stuff's going there. I see all the time stuff about choir at Fulton. I know it's going well. We'd love to get some music stuff expanded over to Tremont. a little bit more than what they have. But yeah, the music in the county is going good. It's headed in the right direction. It's got a lot of growth it still needs to have, but it's doing good. It's doing good things.
What'd you think of having to work with the IHS band that day?
Oh, it was great. I had a great time. Anytime we can expand and work with other people, and especially me as a director, and I know Mr. Ferris is a director too. Anytime we can work with other kids and help, maybe expand upon them. Every band does their own kind of thing, and we all do our things different. And anytime we can come together and, you know, teach somebody else a little bit of something or show another way of doing something, and anytime we can collaborate with Fulton's great. We love the band kids over at Fulton. They're good kids. They love band just as much as we do. So it's always great to be able to do stuff. But yeah, it was a great time. I can remember whenever Mr. Alexander sent the email to us, I was very pumped about it. Mr. Ferris was pumped about it. We were texting immediately about it, trying to, figure out what we could do and kind of and stuff like that. And it was great. It was easy to work with. All the students were so easy, which of course band kids, we all know band kids are the best kids to work with. So it was real easy to get everybody, there and cooperate and do all the things. It was a great time.
Last year we had a show with AI with like props with AI generated stuff on them. What do you think about that?
Oh, so they used AI to, come up with the prop stuff like that.
Not like it was just like AI generated image on the prop.
Well, I will say it is pretty hard to come up with stuff to do on props as band directors, we have to come up with a new show every year, but we run out of shows pretty quickly. In
Right.
the same way with props, it's hard to be original. It's hard to come up with our own stuff. So AI using it and being able to come up with stuff. It's a cool tool. I haven't used it any. I haven't delved into that any. I probably need to so that I get out of my usual habits. But yeah, if it looks good, the most important thing, no matter what you're using, is does it look good or does it sound good? The arts kind of stuff. You want it to be more than just something there. You want it to be good. So as long as the quality's great, um, I think it's a great idea. It's a good way to expand your library, that kind of stuff. Have more tools in your pocket to use, kind of stuff. So I actually took over the year after COVID. So I got to Mantechi 2019, 2020. My first year of teaching was the year that everything got shut down. And then we turned around the next year. We had already bought a show for that year. We had the licensing rights for it. It's a show called Lanuba, and it's a Circus de Olay show based on Circus de Olay. And well, because of COVID, we weren't going to get to do competition stuff, so they extended our license for the next year. Well, that happened to be the year that I took over as head director, and it was the director that was there before me. She had more ideas that were based on it. She had kind of come up with a concept, but then she took another job and I took over, and I had no ideas doing with it. So I had the same problem. I couldn't come up with props really for it. It was hard to come up with the show and stuff. Like we talked about, you gotta be original with the kind of stuff, and that one just didn't try it with me. But I had a similar situation where we kind of had to do that.
The worst part on that one was when the stage broke.
Yeah, we've had some prop failures as well. That kind of stuff. That's been a growing pain for me, having to learn not only to make stuff look good, but make it light enough to travel, but also still sturdy enough where nobody gets hurt using it. That kind of stuff. So I understand that.
What's your favorite thing about having the props?
My favorite thing about props, well, this is going to sound kind of bad, but honestly, the best thing I like about props is being able to hide kids, so that they can get a breather. Going that long of a show without stopping, 7 straight minutes of pumping air through an instrument and running around a field like crazy. Um, you know, Having props out there where you can put kids behind, let them get a breather, so when they come back in, it's more quality. Whenever they're coming out, better music.
I wish we had props that did that.
We did my first year, but we didn't really get much of a
Yeah.
breather. Me and Hunter had to run to our prop. It was farther
Our
than any of the others.
Oh yeah,
our closer, we hold our horn up for like 3 minutes. It's terrible.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
You're talking about this one or the last year's show?
This year's I wasn't in the last year's show because
Yeah.
I didn't get a band count.
I will say with this year's props, we're going all out this year with the show. We are doing more props with this show than I've ever done, and my band boosters, they know that it's props are kind of a scary thing with me because I always go overboard on them. But we've got some really cool ones this year, including a pretty big flyover at the end. It's going to be pretty cool. Again, I don't want to spoil too much about it. I want to wait and let everybody see it, but I'm pretty pumped about it. It goes with the story very well for the show.
I know ours, we have a bunch of new props I think everybody's curious on.
Gotcha.
What, the feathers?
The feathers and the new stage prop.
What is y'all show this year?
It's
It's
Freebird and Blackbird.
it's
Oh boy,
It's called
Kate
Uncaged.
uncaged or free as a
Uncaged.
bird. I've seen it as two things.
Hey, anytime you do Freebird, everybody will love it, right?
That's what saved us at our.
Fallon Solo is amazing, but he plays it so much. It drives everybody.
Well, you got to.
I
You got to
think, yeah.
practice it.
Well, he just does it like
I think it's a good thing,
perpetually.
Oh
Like
yeah.
it's like the only thing that he does.
Well, that's band kid for you.
Yeah.
That's what we all do, right?
but it's actually kind of a good thing because like at Friday's game, this recent one, we all kind of messed up, and what saved us in that movement was his Freebird
Yeah,
solo.
because nobody was gonna be looking at us, or they'd be looking at him.
Got
Aren't we
you.
supposed to have a cage?
We do,
Was he in the cage? Did we
yeah.
have it yet?
That's what the stage prop is the cage.
I thought it was just a little platform.
It's a little platform with pipes going around it. It was there last night or Friday night. It's the harder thing to get out of there, I think.
I was gonna ask what instruments you think we play.
What instruments you think? I think you play.
Yeah.
You look like a saxophone player.
Hold up,
Trumpet.
is Brayton here?
Oh no, I'm 0 for 2. Oh no, is it woodwind or brass or percussion?
Brass.
It is
It's
brass.
torture.
Torture. French horn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I can see that. High brass. That's kind of close there with trumpet.
What instrument you think that one over there plays?
That one over there.
Oh, Janelle.
Clarinet. I
Not
don't know.
a
You kind of look like a French horn player.
not a win not an
Wow.
inch not a playable instrument.
She's in front ensemble.
Oh, we do some percussion stuff.
That's our
Okay.
marimba.
Marimba player. Gotcha.
That's
Gotcha.
that's Bing Bong Bong over there.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
If
But
Brayton
you a percussionist?
no. Brayton over there is one of our percussionists.
I think he's no. Josh is lead snare. Braden's
Brayton's
snare.
second.
Yeah.
We had a lot of turnarounds because I think Mason might be second. Mason's also
I
snare.
forgot, bro.
What instrument you think I play?
I don't know. I'm over 3, so I'm just bad at guessing apparently. I mean, you kind of look like a saxophone player too.
It's not one of my options when I came here.
Uh-oh. Wasn't an option?
No,
Trombone?
no.
Oh, what is it?
Trumpet.
Trumpet? Oh man,
My
should
three
have
options were trumpet, clarinet, and it's either a baritone or the mellophone French horn.
got you.
I don't remember.
I could see you playing any of those three.
My old band director. I'm pretty sure he recommended me mellophone, and I just took it, and I shouldn't have. I should have went with percussion because I hate it. I hate French horn.
Well, it gets better. French horn's one of those. It starts off real hard, but
Aiden, at least
Well, I've
once you
been
get older, you get the
doing it
fun
for like
stuff.
a couple of years.
Aiden, at least you got the luckiness of choosing to be in percussion if you wanted. Mine, they just gave me three instruments and did give an option for percussion.
Yeah. Oh, they didn't give you. Well, you could have picked percussion. They just
They w
probably recommended 3.
they recommended three, and I don't think they gave us much options. This is what I was gonna do. And then you had, but I was also there before Mr. Watson got there. It was Mr. and Mrs. Wells.
Yep, I know them. I actually just saw Miss Wells this past week. We went down to Hatley, for a football game. I saw Miss Wells there, talked to her for a little bit. Yeah, I think Mr. Chase was there too.
Are they
But I
in a
didn't get to
different
talk to
school?
him. Yeah, they're over at Hatley now.
Okay. I
They're
wish I
doing
got
good
to see
things.
them.
They've grown it a lot over there. They're doing
Hey,
good things.
Do you think the band benefits the football team in any way? In like motivation wise?
I think so. Yeah, I get told that, honestly, our football players, a lot of, especially the older football players, they'll come up to me all the time and tell me how excited they are when they see that the band's going to be there. Every once in a while we can't be at things if it's just raining too much, we have to not be there, or if the away game's 2 or 3 hours away. Sometimes we just can't make it out to it, but they tell me every time that we're there, they love it. They're very excited when we're there. They'll tell me their favorite songs that we play and that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's good stuff. I think it does. Um, you know, we're nice and loud. We're very proud of how loud we are with our band over at Mantachi, and I definitely don't want to say that I purposely play when other teams on offense, but if it accidentally happens every once in a while, there's nothing wrong with that, right?
it sounded like us
Uh,
last Friday, or not last Friday, but the one before it.
I just have to be careful because sometimes we get a little too loud. I get the coaches a little angry with me because we're pumping it out too loud. They can't quite understand what's going on the field, so we have to kind of watch a little bit. Yeah, I think it benefits them.
Sometimes we have, sometimes the other band will play something that we have like words for lyrically, and we'll yell them out while they're playing it. It's fun.
We did that last Friday when they started theirs. We said
We
louder.
did that
Oh
every
yeah.
week.
They stopped playing that one version. We
Did,
started screaming and they stopped playing. They
Oh,
didn't even finish it.
how did they
gotcha.
think we were playing?
Yeah, we love doing the anytime we can do the, have a battle of the bands or something. We every once in a while we'll run into another group that plays some of the songs we do, and we'll just go back and forth with it, play it over and over, see who can do it louder, see who sounds better with it. That's one of my fun parts. I remember last year at Morville, we had a great time. Because Morville's our rival, but we have a great relationship with their band over there. And we stayed after the football game and did a battle of the bands. I bet we stood in the stands for an extra hour after the game was over. We probably didn't get home till midnight, but we just sat up there for an hour, just going back and forth. Played every stand tune we had in our library just to see who could outlast the other one. So that was a good time. I love when that kind of stuff happens.
I'm gonna ask something he might not like. What about the children?
What about the children?
Just tell us a little about the children.
Well, they're band kids through and through. Um, Yeah, they're great kids. It's kind of hard for them to make it into our program if they're not great kids. I won't say that we don't always have the occasional one that's it's a little rowdy, but no, they're great kids. The kids at Mantachi, honestly, I've this is now my third assistant that I've had at Mantachi since I've been a head director, and every single time, even when they're leaving, every one of them say the best part about the job at Mantachi is the kids there. So the kids are just hardworking, some of the most motivated. Anytime I have another director come over or a college director come over, they brag all the time of just how committed these kids are to it. And I tell them, that's right. I could ask them to do just about anything, and they would turn around and ask me how to do it even better, no matter what I asked them. And so the kids are fantastic. I love all the kids there. It's great. It's kind of funny because I've kind of, I still consider myself one of the young ones, but I finally reached the point. The kids that were in sixth grade my first year as a director are seniors now. So I have finally seen the full run. I've seen them grow up all the way from little B sixth graders to seniors, and it is something. It
They're
is something.
they're definitely more like passionate than seniors.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, they got more time in it. They
Yeah.
have more time in it. They're more committed. And they've seen what happens. They've seen the highs. They've seen the lows. They see what it takes to be able to do the thing. They know.
In our school, it seems more like a jump. Most of the juniors seem, I don't know, they seem more calm. But then right as they get to a senior, it's like, well, I guess, is it Reed? No, Reed's a senior, right?
Yeah,
Well, he's a pretty energetic as a junior, too.
not really.
But every time they jump up to senior, they get a lot more energy during the games and
Oh yeah.
competition.
Well, there's that level of this is our last time we get to do it. We want to make sure that we're committed to it. We want to put our all in because it's our last shot at it. A lot of that kind of mentality.
What's some of the hardships with like marching band and we'll do marching band first.
One of the hardships with it, so some of the harder stuff that goes along with it,
Like
that kind of
with
stuff.
the heat and stuff for marching
Oh
band.
man, the heat has been absolutely ridiculous. I don't know if y'all heard about what happened over at Tupelo.
Yeah.
That was crazy, but we haven't had any incidents really. We do have one member that has POTS. We had a small incident with it, nothing major, nothing super alarming enough that it had us stop rehearsal and kind of check on it, but nothing, no ambulance or anything like that. But no, we didn't really, even during band camp when everybody else was having the problems, we didn't really. It's all about getting the kids acclimated. You got to be smart about, you have to sit down and plan it not just according to when you want to get out there and do stuff, but also in a way that makes sure the kids get exposed little by little to the heat and they get built up to it, that kind of stuff. But yeah, no, that's definitely an issue. We've went as far as so we have a crew system set up. That goes through at the beginning of rehearsal. We probably take about 12 minutes every day to get everything set up for us. We have crews that have different jobs. We have one that's a water crew. They have to go get ice and Gatorade and all that kind of stuff fill up. They have to set up the table with all the stuff. And so we always have our water and Gatorade out there. But then we also have tent crew that's got our tents set up for shade and stuff like that. So, it's one of those you just have to kind of adapt. It's definitely something that's a struggle out there, but it's something you can adapt to. But I mean that and the time, really the amount of time it takes to do the kind of stuff. We're to the point now we're doing, I'd say about 8 to 10 hours of after school rehearsal between all the different sections. a week on top of the block that we already have. So the amount of time it just takes to go and make sure that you're putting your stuff together, not just got it out there, but you have it out there in a quality way that it's good and it's clean and all that kind of stuff. So the heat and the times really, if we could get rid of those two things, we'd be going. It'd be easy, but yeah,
I know we've had to cancel it once on a Thursday rehearsal because of the heat. We were going to be inside and then outside, but the heat was too much and we couldn't do that many breaks.
gotcha. Yeah, my kids wish they heard the word canceled, but that doesn't happen for them. If we can't be outside, we'll be inside doing something. I've gone as far as pull out concert music for the spring during marching season, just to make sure get their horns to their face so they're playing. Get some, build those chops no matter what you're doing. But yeah,
What's some of the hardships with concert season?
concert season. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. Probably the hardest part of our concert season is probably me. I get in our way. I tend to put music in front of these kids that they have really no business playing, and we play some hard literature at Mantachi. And I've had to, over the past couple of years, I've had to wean it off a little bit. I've had to learn how to back up. Uh, you know, the quality of musicianship at Mantachi is phenomenal, and it's all the kids. I wish I could take credit for it, but it's those kids. They're just so hardworking. I can just keep putting music in front of them. They keep eating it up. But if I could quit putting such hard music in front of them, uh, maybe we could get a little bit farther ahead. But I don't know. Growth is growth. I love seeing them be able to play that kind of music, get there to it, because even if it's hard music, they're still learning. It's more stuff they're learning to do, that kind of stuff. So that's probably the biggest hardship. Other than that, the kids are great. We don't do any after school practice with concerts with concert band. We have indoor season where we do winter guard, and then we've done indoor winds before and done indoor percussion. But this year we're actually only doing color guard. We're only doing the winter guard. Um, so we only have that going on. So it's not as much time because we have the whole fourth block and we kind of work through stuff there. But um, so getting everybody together and that kind of stuff is pretty easy. So, really, again, if I could just get out of the way and let these kids shine, that would probably be the best thing for them. But oh, you're all going to Gordo. That's a fun one. I haven't done it since I've been a head director, but I went with another band there.
I know
Uh,
we're doing Tupelo.
oh yeah, everybody's got to do Tupelo. Yeah, y'all going to championships this year? Did y'all declare?
I don't know.
Don't know. Okay,
I barely keep up with the schedule.
I got you.
I'm just there.
Gotcha. Well, we're
Specifically playing
doing
tennis.
we're going to Olive Branch next weekend. We're doing the thing up in Olive Branch, and then we're turning around and doing Northeast Community College's competition the next weekend. Next is Tupelo after that. Then we're doing right up the road here at ICC the week after Tupelo, and then after that state championship. So this weekend I've got to enjoy this weekend because this is the last one for about 5 weeks that I have off.
I think this weekend or next weekend we're doing is either Corinth or New Hope.
Gotcha. I know Corinth, they originally weren't going to have it, but the band director there, I'm good friends with her. She said that they are going to do it, so I know a lot of bands have signed up for Corinth. It's going to be a good one. I've never been down to New Hope. I know the band directors there well. One of them's actually writing some of our percussion music. But we've always went to Olive Branch, so that's where we're headed next weekend.
Question.
Okay.
It's a little not subject. Do y'all clean up y'all stands after every game?
We do not. We do not. We pack them head on. We actually have started the tradition of we don't do it every game. Like we probably won't. We have homecoming this week, and we probably won't do it this week at homecoming. But we have a habit of, we'll stay in the stands, play fight song when game's over, and we'll do the alma mater with the band, the cheerleaders, and the football team. And then after that, we'll actually pack everything up. Instead of marching back to the band hall, we'll go play. We'll set up in front of the concession stand, and we'll play the show in place for them at the concession stand since they didn't get to watch halftime. Um,
Oh, that's nice.
yeah,
We should do that.
it's pretty
No, we
fun.
shouldn't.
It's a
Stop
big,
it.
it's a pretty big headache, but it's fun to do. It gives us another rep, which I'm always happy about. Um, but it kind of takes up a lot of the time right after the game. It adds, just sitting down there and get everything set up, moving everything from the stands over there and doing that, and then pushing everything back over to the band hall. That takes up so much time. That's pretty much all we have time to do.
Um, I'm in cross country and we clean up the stands afterwards. So we get home about 30 minutes later than we normally would if we didn't.
Yeah.
So I get like a lot less sleep because I'm doing a lot more. Not a lot more, a good bit more. And so then so I either have them on Saturdays. Wait, no, yeah, Saturday or Thursdays. So I'm either going to be zapped at a band game or zapped at a cross country match.
Hmm. That's about how it goes. It's rough doing the two sport stuff,
Yeah.
doing all that kind of stuff. That's how I was. I did band and then I ran cross country for a while also. I played football for a while also, did track, all that kind of stuff. It's rough. We tell the kids that you can do absolutely everything that you want to, but the problem is you have to do everything that you're going to sign up for. So it's rough. It is definitely more than doable. Some of our best band kids are kids that do stuff outside of band. So it's definitely doable and it's a good thing, but it is a commitment. It's a lot extra. It's 100, it's not just doing 50-50, it's doing 100 and
Yeah.
100.
It's two sports you'd think you'd be doing like double the work. No, it's like about 5 times the work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really is. It really is. And it drains you because then, it takes it, earlier we were talking about time and how much time it takes away from stuff. You got all your academic stuff that you have to take care of too outside of school. So it can be a lot, that is for sure. But it's always good stuff. Always good stuff.
The only main trouble I have with having two sports is having to balance them. Because I don't know, because on Thursdays we have after school and band, but we also have distance. No, not distance. We have I think it's timed in cross country, and those are pretty. And time days are pretty important. So it's kind of hard to
Yeah, it can
figure out.
definitely be a struggle. We tell our kids, it's their responsibility. You have to keep up with when you're having stuff. You have to talk with all the coaches, all the directors, make sure your stuff's lined up, and make sure you have time to do everything. And it's a lot more work, takes a lot more energy. Those are usually the kids we have to watch the most at practice because they're the kind of kids that they'll show up and they already do all this work, so they're the hard working kids. But sometimes they work themselves a little too hard, and you have to kind of watch them because they'll push themselves farther than they really need to go. That kind of stuff. 'Cause it'll definitely wear on you.
We'd like to thank you for coming today.
Yeah, it's great to be here. Had a great time. Love to do it again sometime. Need to get Mr. Ferris up here so he can do this too from Fulton.
Sorry about the noise. We have construction going on building new buildings.